Morning, Steve Freen in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, not much new news overnight. Bean prices a little bit lower, corn and wheat a little bit higher. As we go into Friday's USDA report, the funds are long beans, short wheat, and short corn. So it makes sense that we see a little bit of evening up in front of this report. As far as the individual news in the market, in Brazil, where it looks good, one of their private companies will be coming out with an estimate of the Brazilian soybean crop on Thursday. We expect higher numbers because of the current conditions and the fact that with 1% of the crop harvested, yields are coming in better than expected. In Argentina, the forecast looks a little bit better. I think most people would look for the USDA on Friday to lower their estimate of the Argentina soybean crop, but still combined, it'll be a record South American crop for 2013-2014. Hearing a little bit of talk that maybe Chinese demand for beans might be slowing down in front of their lunar holiday. Yesterday we saw an unexpected new sale of beans for 2013-14, and this is amid talk that maybe we could start seeing a slowdown in sales or even some switching of beans from U.S. To Brazil at this time of year as their harvest nears. Over in the corn market, a little bit of talk yesterday that China might start being more flexible and allowing DDGs to be coming into their country. That could offer some support to the market. Corn also is going into the report looking for a little bit bigger US 13 supply, maybe a little bit bigger stocks and a little bit bigger carryout. And with the funds short corn, that makes the market vulnerable for a potential big move in corn if the USDA numbers are off compared to the average trade guess. I think it's 8 out of the last 10 years the corn market's had a limit move from this report, one way or the other. So it could be pretty volatile on Friday, depending upon what the USDA says. In the wheat market, we might see some short covering because of the cold U.S. weather, the impact it may have on the wheat crop. The other things that we're watching for is the Black Sea coming back into the markets and seeing what their export policy is, any new Argentina export policy. India is offering wheat for exports, and there are some tenders around for wheat to see what the U.S. situation is concerned. Because of the weather in the United States, cash-based flows remain strong, not a lot of farmers selling, not a lot of cash movement, and that could provide some support in the market. Big report on Friday. The first glance at 2014 U.S. weather, we're watching for some normal weather across most of the Midwest. We could see drier than normal weather across the southern plains. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.